Hello all, I am Saurabh Shilar and we are Team Drew. This project is a part of our adaptive application coursework where the goal is to build the adaptive systems based on the user. Let me start with a simple situation. Suppose you are in a kitchen and trying to cook for the first time. Most of the cooking apps give you a long instructions and too much detail which slows you down, and at the same time if someone already knows how to cook they don't need that level of explanation, it just gets in the way. So the same app ends up giving poor experience to the both type of users. That is the problem we are focusing on. So we built a HelloChef application which is an adaptive system that changes how recipes are shown based on the user skills, behavior and the preferences. I will walk you through how it works from new users to the advanced user perspective. Within that, we're gonna cover how the system learns and how the experience changes during the cooking. I will start by logging in as both users. Since this is a new user, right now the system doesn't know anything about this user. So we ask a few questions such as skill level, cooking time, cuisines, and dietary preference. The advanced user on the other hand already has the past data, so we skip this step. Now I will bring both users side by side. On the left we have a beginner and on the right the advanced user. Both use the same version of the app but the experience is different. Now when they land on the home screen, the recipes are not random. The advanced user can see the recipes in For You section. It's all are personalized. Beginner doesn't have any recipe right now, so I will add. So for the beginner, it gave the easy option to make the same recipe, and for the advanced user, it gave a medium level. As they interact with the recipe, we track behavior, what they open, like, or skip, and this action slightly adjusts their preference over time. Now, this is the key part. I will open the same recipe for both users. For the beginner, the steps are more detailed, as you can see over here, with the timers and safety instruction. For the advanced user, the same steps are shorter, with the much less guidance. So the experience changes based on the user. As the user continues to use the app, the system keeps learning, completing recipes, increases the confidence in technique, while leaving mid-away slightly reduces it. And these updates happen gradually over time. So let's start with an example. I'll start a prepare recipe and you can see it's showing the safety tip for the beginner user. If you open the same recipe in the advanced user tab, you can see the kitchen guidance is there and ingredients are there. For the beginner user, the safety tip is shown and also the timer. Once we continue using the app and complete the process of cooking, for example, if we complete all of this step and once we click on done cooking, it will ask you about a feedback. So I will give feedback. Just write, I like this recipe and cooking time was too long for beginner. And once I save it, it will save it. It will also give an option to update the inventory. For now I will skip it. Also I will do the same procedure for advanced user. Now if I open the insights tab for that user, you can see their skill level based on how they interacted with the recipes. For the beginner it's showing a scale, it's also showing the total interactions and also preferred cook time that we already selected while doing login. Now you can see in the activity breakdown section the recipe that also has cuisine type, and you can see we completed the recipe and that's why it increased its score for Turkish cuisine. If I go down, you can see the technique mastery, it also changed the score for the bake and whisk because those techniques are used for that specific recipe. These are the by default the score for the beginner level. If you see the same score for the advanced user, once you click on the recipe, you can set a reminder as well. I will ask the app to remind me. It will remind me with this recipe. There is an option add missing items to shopping list. So I'll go there. So in the shopping list, it added all the items with their specific quantity. Shopping list will check your inventory what are the items are there. If they are in your inventory, it won't add it to shopping list. Once you purchase all the item, you can move it to the inventory. Now, beyond just showing the data, we also give a control to user. If the system gets something wrong, the user can directly correct it. So for example, if I go into my profile, if this user is no longer a beginner, they can update their skill level. They can also reset the learned behavior completely. This is useful if their preference changes or if the system has learned something incorrect. The user can see what's happening, understand it, and correct it. This is what refers to scrutability. The system is transparent and user is controlled. Let me show you a demo for the dietary preference. So we have selected the vegetarian option as a dietary preference. If I go back and ask to make chicken fried rice, it has now suggested me to use the soya instead of using chicken. So this all happens, it asks Gemini to create a recipe based on our profile. It is now showing the timer for intermediate user. You can control the app using this voice mode. Suppose you started cooking and you don't want to touch your phone. Let's start.
Heat vegetable oil in a large wok or skillet over medium heat and saute the cumin seeds until they sizzle. Then, add the diced onions and saute for 5 minutes until they become translucent and soft. Want me to set a 5-minute timer?
Yes, please.
A 5-minute timer has been started.
Let's go to the step 7, please.
Going to step 7. Gently fold in the chilled rice and soy sauce, stir frying on high heat for 5 minutes until everything is well incorporated and hot. You'll want to use high heat for this, and would you like a 5-minute timer?
Let's go to any recipe in advanced mode. You cannot see the timer over here because we are the advanced user. Let's see how it give instruction to advanced user. What are the techniques that we're gonna use in this recipe?
This recipe involves dough lamination, utilizing the envelope method for encasing the fat block, performing 3 single turns with intermittent chilling, precision sheeting and shaping into croissants, controlled proofing, and baking.
Okay, I don't know how to do intermittent chilling.
Going to step 3. Encase the fat block within the dough using the envelope method. Perform 3 single turns, resting the laminate in the freezer for 5 minutes between each turn to maintain fat integrity. Want me to set a 5-minute timer?
For the same recipe, it suggested the different techniques and advanced techniques. You can select multiple languages for talking with the AI agent. Once you get the notification, it will show up over here.